What is up, guys? Northside here. Welcome to my channel. No, another roast. Well, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I don't have a script, so I do everything from my head, as you know. For those who don't know me, I'll just kind of introduce myself, my history through Neverwinter. So this video will be about this launch of the module 16, and I'm going to have to address about absolute disregard and disrespect towards content creators and streamers, which will be probably sometime mid the video. We'll see. So, you know, stick around. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. Doesn't matter. I feel that I have to speak out also, as I'm still part of this community, even though I dropped this bullshit. It's going to be now almost 30 days how I'm not since I stopped playing, logging in. So I'm a 6-year-old player. I'm playing for over 6 years now. So I'm kind of taking this a little more emotional than some of the people, and that's fine. The reason for that is because I was around when dungeon delves were a thing, when PvP was still alive, even though maybe broken, still alive though. You know, when good drops were a thing, bind and equip things from the dungeons, when TeamSpeaks were full of people, and I never really got over that, you know. So it's been a long way in these 6 years, you know, 16 mods, you know, 16 modules, you know. I went through all the changes and adjusting and adjusting, and I got tired of adjusting, you know, because I'll explain during the video, but it's just simply I can't do it anymore because I don't believe this company anymore. I don't believe in them. I think they kind of show their true faces with the launch of this mod, real faces, that they're going to disregard their faithful content creators and streamers who are, you know, doing a lot of work, and not just content creators and streamers, but people who were providing feedback, you know, and valuable feedback just ignored, and that tells me a lot, you know, that tells me a lot. And I won't be playing the game in this video. I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum, promoting their game, you know. But as we all know, let's just a short introduction. There's a lot of things I missed. A lot of friends left, and you know, everybody says, you know, it's MMO, people come and go, but you know, I have a little bit different perspective about that. So at the end, we are left with this, what they launched on 23rd, and I wish I had better news. You know, I'm not making any drama. I don't believe in drama. I believe in being real, and I'm gonna try to keep it real as much as I can. This is, you know, what they allowed to go on live server on 23rd is just unacceptable for a company, and I'll back that up with the facts, as usual. So let's wind the clocks a couple of months back. I was contacted by Julia, the community manager on Discord, and asked to join the closed beta testing and whatnot. And I had a first insight in that big changes that you guys are playing actually now. And I gotta tell you, that was my last hope, that they would do something with the community, listen to the community. And I was wrong. Of course I was wrong, but I'm a fool, you know, and I hope dies last, you know. I was holding on. I was still holding on, and it didn't really. I mean, it was an honor being with some of the great. There were some great minds there, some theory crafters, some serious testers. I'm not going to name anybody. I pulled back from that. Aside the mishaps I have with my hand, but I just didn't want to do it. And that's it. I didn't want to do it. I can tell that now openly. I disagree them with the combat system. I disagree with the changes. I think they are badly implemented, poorly designed, only made so to make their jobs easier and dumb down the game, and that's it. And when everything went on live preview, huge feedback was given. I'm not saying everything was good, but you know, people were really trying. People were really trying to leave posts. Look at all these posts and replies, over 1,000. You know, look at all these replies. Look at the views. You know, it's people who are really trying to get through to them. You know, for over 2 months, and they again let. If I were to name all the mistakes and all the bugs now, this video will be 3 hours long, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste our time, you know. Fuck that. Yeah, no, it's a nice day. I want to go out. So that being said, let's start. I'm gonna say with the new mod, what I do like is the environment. It's really pretty. The graphic is nice. So kudos to those designers, and the guy who went to Magic the Gathering. He made, I think, Mage, and the expeditions and new areas, and all other people who were involved in the visual part. Everything else I dislike, and it's not secret. I don't like it. That's why I quit the game. That was it. It was everything I was holding on was like that social aspect, or you know, and combat system. Now combat system is gone, and we just decided to move on. But that's another story for another video. Now let's remind how all this started. On April 16, Julia left a post. That's how is scaling looking. I uploaded that video. You know what was going on. You can see there's a lot of complaining going on, and for a reason. It's absolutely and utterly broken, and they understand that some players have concerns over scaling. They believe it's in an overall pretty good place, which tells me that they either really are that delusional. They think that is okay, so they're gonna make some minor tweaks, and to back that thing up is that they are allowed to let that go on the live server. So the launch, I mean, are you guys enjoying those one-shots, those 50-minute CNs, 2 hours, almost over 2 hours FBIs, I don't know. I mean, you tell me in the comment section. Feel free to express yourself, as long as you respect it to one another, you know. That's everything else is fine. But, you know, so they and as a serious company, which they are not a serious company, they actually announced they're going to release a new module, new content with bugs. Now I can understand a certain amount of bugs. That's always, you know, go through Q&A, and that's perfectly fine. But you know, this game-breaking issues are just ridiculous. You know, I'm not even gonna go into that, but we'll get to that. You know, we'll get to that. So we have a post from Julia, launch week issues. Okay. These are kind of top known issues, highlights about the fighter, about the companion as duplicate, private will for stabs with his hand, not his sword. These are some of the stuff that are absolutely irrelevant. Relevant, but irrelevant at the same time, because we have they have a serious problem where people are just dying left and right, being downscaled, hard capped, and it was a mistake. It was a mistake. You know, downscaling is broken, and you know, players are downscaled, mobs are not downscaled, and it was reported 2 months ago. You know, you can find that. It's a known issue. You know, mobs are hitting hard, some bosses hit too hard, withers, you know, the list is long. Even the castle retreat, it doesn't matter. The normal Demogorgon. It's just the design is bad, implementation is absolutely wrong, and they, you know, they fucked up. They just fucked up, and that's it. And they still keep peddling that everything is fine. Now, I don't know if they're fucking with us or just being absolutely delusional. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're aware of this issue, but you know, to say what are top known issues about, okay, I agree there's some, for some players, you know, I'm not diminishing the importance of PowerPoints or being jammed or bonding stones, stuff like that, but you know, and I didn't even wait until this to be patched, because now in 6 minutes it's going to start the maintenance, and so there was a lot of feedback on this page, and here are the patch notes for today's patch. Okay, this is laughable. This is just, I'm gonna start laughing, you know, because I had it. This is just ridiculous. Content and environment. Sibeli artist no longer talks over herself while introducing to players. Piranhas in the water not properly slaughtered. Castle Never. Zombies in Castle Never now have less health. You fucking kidding me? People cannot play Castle Never unless you change something drastically today in this 1 hour maintenance. And I know you won't. If you do, I'm sorry. Miracles do happen, I guess. Paladin Fighter, there are some tweaks here. You know, so for the Guardian Fighter it was important that some stuff can be properly used while blocking. I agree. But what you won't find in this Mickey Mouse patch, a single fucking word. 6,000-7,000 views just fell on deaf ears. Not a single word about downscaling. Here, you can read it for yourself. I'm not going to read it for you. So this tells me that you are absolutely incompetent, you know, cheeky. You know, your replies are also passive aggressive via Twitter, via the streams and stuff like that. And I don't know. I know you're under a lot of pressure, and whoever you know, pushed you onto that stream while the maintenance was on 23rd. They didn't even fix your fucking, you know, tone on your stream. Nobody could help you. You're under. I don't get it. They put this lady out into the amongst the wolves. Yeah, because the community is fucking pissed off. It is. I don't know who's feeding you this bullshit, or are you just tracking numbers and the money income? I don't know. I don't know, but you guys are very, very wrong. Very wrong. So in this patch, this is I find this first patch to be really important. So no announcement was given. No announcement was given for basically for one of the most important problems with this mod. Because level 17 to 80 is kind of okay, you can play, you know, and all that. I agree. But what about all the numerous problems aside scaling? This is not the solution. The same thing you did with the Zax exchange. That's not going to solve. You already got half of the backlog of what was when the ZAM was 350. So you made a bunch of people extremely rich again, and some people extremely poor again. You are dividing the community. You divided this community to calling each other shills and white knights and doomsayers. We are not doomsayers. When you understand. If you try to understand from our perspective, people who are veterans, like me and a bunch of other content creators, because this video is mostly about that, what they did last night. This is like a trigger video. You would understand that we truly cared about this game, and some of us still do, but you know, it doesn't really matter. They do not listen to us. If they would listen to us, they are bragging how they were doing on this for a year or 2 years. I don't even know. Let's say it's a year, and they had a closed beta with us, and then they had 2 months, over 2 months, open preview, and they let everything fell on deaf ears about the downscaling, and what? Nothing. They just let it go live. Stats are through the roof in the stronghold. When you queue for every area is just ridiculous. The system is totally flawed. I don't know how they're gonna fix this, and it's not my fucking problem. But I'm going to keep you calling out, especially on the second part of the video, which I found most important, what you did to the last night on that stream with Gamepedia. You know, actually, Garlang's, I saw Garlang's video. I watched that stream for a bit, but then I didn't know that person has so many, like, not view bots, but I'll explain. So launch, for me personally, that's just a fucking disaster. It's a disaster. Everything fun was taken from the game. You implement a system that is flawed, that is simply bad, is broken, design is bad, implemented totally wrong, and one of the major. I would understand that the issue emerged sometime during mid-preview live, and you can say, hey, we're on top of this. So a couple of thousand of people, and numerous more on YouTube and Twitch, and on your forums are talking about this problem. And you just choose to ignore that. These are your patch notes. Really? You fixed zombies in Castle Never? 50... let me know if you tried Castle Never down there in the comment section. Or Master of the Hunt, or Castle Retreat. How much damage are you taking? Can you even endure? Can your shield endure that? You know? How fun is that to get to the end of the dungeon and get jack shit? You didn't say a word about the rewards. Nothing. Nothing. You say nothing. You just keep peddling this bullshit, this corporate bullshit, and I don't trust you anymore, and I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Nothing. I don't even want to start the game to show, players can see for themselves how badly they are scaled. For the new players who are watching this, you may be confused, but there's a lot of information going on, and eventually when you go over that level 70, you'll see what I'm talking about, and many other content creators. Now, what I do want to talk about is also, in these 6 years, nothing was given, not in a material sense, but supportive, promotional sense to the content creators and streamers of this game. Nothing. Every mod, people are being paid, which is okay. This is not a money issue. This is nothing against Gamepedia. You're just in a crossfire, buddy. Don't get me wrong if you're going to watch this. If not, doesn't matter. People are being paid who have no knowledge of the game to play Neverwinter and promote, and can't even answer the questions on the Twitch stream during that partner stream. That's how they call it. Why didn't you just give Kali Gold or Nova or Garlanx? Or, I don't want to forget anybody. Don't get me wrong, guys. Silvery, Reiner, anybody. People are streaming for hours and hours for years now. You did nothing. You did nothing. You don't respect your own content creators, and for that I'm calling you out now. I'm calling you out because you did this last night. This is a screenshot from Twitch. This is Gamepedia. This is the buddy who was streaming this. Developers were there. Julia was actually answering questions. I think that's her because she's the only one who calls us folks. Those folks. That's how she said. She addresses to content creators and players. Those folks. Thanks. Let's. So this is Gamepedia. When I tuned in, I thought it was somebody else. And the thing is, it was like almost 2,000 viewers. What I didn't know is that Gamepedia is the wiki platform in the Curse Media family of websites, and their stream is embedded on the article pages of over 2.2k wikis on their platform, which accounts for very high viewership. Man, that's like view botting to me. If there were 2,000 people there, this fucking chat would go haywire. It would be crazy. I don't know. I was logged in on my account, but there wasn't that much viewers. There's, I don't know, the fourth maybe. So this guy was running on Barbarian. He has no idea what to do, and he had no idea what to do. People were asking questions. He didn't even know what a CN acronym is. It's horrible. He was paid for this. And what's gonna happen when this fucking ship of yours sank? When all your streamers leave? Is this the guy who is going to stream and help people in Twitch chat or via YouTube? No, he won't. He won't be playing this game anymore. He took his money, and that's fine with me. And he's gone. Like I said, nothing personal, buddy. This have nothing to do with you at all. Who's gonna help him? You? I watch Nick Flow's show video, I watch Garlanx's video, I watch Kali's video, I watch a bunch of videos, and some of them said, get your shit together. They don't want to get their shit together. They want to take the money. And that's it. That's the obvious thing to me. Why wasn't this given to Kali Gold? I'm just taking Kali for example. He is a loyal man. I have respect for him. I don't agree with him on many issues, but I have a very nice relationship with him. And I find his stream sometimes really funny, actually. I actually go every night there to see how he's going. Why wasn't he invited? He has such charisma and positivity. Why didn't you invited him and a couple of other people maybe on Discord with the developers to stream? You wouldn't believe how much interaction would be. But no, you're gonna pay some guy who has no idea about the game. And I understand that because you can't afford somebody else, probably like Arlang said, like Ninja or somebody else. Yeah, you can dream about Ninja. And soon you're gonna be dreaming about even this guy or even anybody else. Yeah, that's what's coming to you. So I was kind of following. Why was they? The question was raised. Why were they playing on a previous server? In the first place. And Julia said, or Cryptic Studios, let's call it Julia, most devs don't have high access level on live. Bullshit. Because we don't want to accidentally impact the live game. Say like spawning unkillable gelatinous cubes all over P. Come on. Why didn't you take him to Protector's Enclave and then you guys all rubber band in front of those figurative 2,000 viewers back into another Middle Ages back in time? Or why didn't you queue for just a regular skirmish? Because you would get fucking destroyed. Destroyed. So you were just doing level 80 content. This is your marketing. Horrible. Horrible. Just horrible. Here we have, this is what triggered me the most. Somebody probably said thanks about community members who work on providing guides and whatnot. I suppose content creators like us. Seconding the thanks to the community members who work on providing solid guides, walkthroughs, or even just some great environment fly-throughs. Really, you just said thank you. Why didn't you support your content creators? Any serious company does that. Bethesda does that. You have no fucking idea. Where are the Twitch loot drops? In-game drops. You're giving away some cloaks and some useless things. You're embarrassing yourselves. I was cringing watching this fucking Twitch stream. I was cringing watching your launch stream, Julia. It's not your fault. It is not your fault. So I don't know who is pushing you guys in front, but throwing you like that, you know, among the fucking wolves, you're not a wolf. And this is not a wolf country, like in Sicario, fucking, yeah. Oh yeah, it is. You know. And I'm not even appealing for you, to anybody, any one of you who's gonna watch this, and I know you will. You're sneaking around and watching, and you don't care. Maybe you're laughing, I don't give a fuck. You won't be laughing when all this went to go to hell. And you're saying you're already making mod 18? You gave people one dungeon and a couple of expeditions. There is no fucking content in this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so it looks pretty, so what? You want to see what an open world is? Go to some serious game. Bragging, I mean, designers, like I said, head down, very nice work. Other than that, this is an absolute trash. Absolute trash. It's a trash. Everybody's already level 8. He's going to do a couple of expeditions, get some gear, bam, 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 done. Then you're going to see your numbers dropping down. That's another story. I don't care. So you're saying thanks on that stream to content. Why didn't you invite? You didn't support anybody. I'm not going to count all the names, but you know, Reiner, Nova, Garlangs, Minimi, Silvery, Galactic Underwear, you know, FNUSA, everybody who was contributing to this fucking community, you disregard. You disregard community feedback, you disregard your content creators, you have no respect. Respect is earned, and I have no respect to you anymore. Any one of you, as a company, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves, not supporting your community members and your content creators. Shame on you all. Yeah, shame on you. So thanks for this thanks, but no thanks. No thanks is needed, you know. Let's continue. Okay, obviously people came from Garland's stream there and just were asking about the scaling or whatever. To leave game feedback, please head over to the forums. I don't think I have link posting privileges here, but there are threads to PC subforums regarding scaling. To leave game feedback, look at this bullshit here, guys. Game feedback. Here's the game feedback. Look at all this. Look at all this. Thousands and thousands of views fell on deaf ears. Thousand. Time wasted. So you see why I don't believe you. For the new players who are watching this video, there is a pattern with this company. They fuck up and they don't even rectify the mistakes 2 years after. And just it keeps going on and flowing to another mod, and everybody say, hey, let's wait until they fix this. But guys, don't you understand they've been working for a year on this, and they had pre-beta with us, closed beta, open preview over 2 months, and they let all this go live. You cannot rectify stupidity. And you know, Brand asked me, why don't you just let go? And why are you being, you know, why am I even wondering? Because greed, and you are a greedy bunch of fuckers. You are a greedy sons of bitches. You are. Yeah. And human stupidity and greed never cease to amaze me. It's unbelievable. And I don't think you're stupid. I think you know exactly what you're doing. Selling Toughts for $200 fucking dollars. Yeah. Thanks. Please, so to leave game feedback, they're just making it so easy for me. I don't even have to struggle. I just need to do a little investigation now. Look at all this feedback. Look at all this. You know, fell on deaf ears. Nothing was done. Let's continue. Let me see where we are. Okay, obviously people are mostly, you know, curious about scaling, and we are not. This is Cryptic Studios. We are not discussing scaling during this stream. There are forum threads where folks. This is Julia. She only one who calls us like that. Can leave feedback, and where we have been providing updates. No, there is no updates. We are also planning a system Q&A in the near future. Your Q&A sucks. Your Q&A left and let everything because you had a deadline. You had a deadline. You literally make me sick. You had a deadline and your Q&A let all these bugs from preview go live. And the scaling issue, which is the most important one. I don't know how you're gonna fix this. I don't care, but I don't think you can. The damage has been done. The trust is gone, if there were any. And that's it. You ditched your veterans. You're luring new players to pay real world money for nothing. You're lying. You are lying. And I'm gonna keep banging you via YouTube until you get your shit together, which I highly doubt will happen. So these are my impressions of the launch. I'm not making a guide. I'm not making anything. I will make a Barbarian guide for the viewers. But I'm working on something totally different now. So you pay this fella here. He couldn't even answer anything. So I don't know who from the developers were there. He was totally lost. I could see he was like kind of embarrassed for a while. Doesn't matter. This is like nothing personal. Your launch stream was a farce, charade. Your partner's dev stream was, you bought it via Gamepedia, and none of the answers none of the questions were answered. And on top of all that, you again partnered with somebody instead of supporting your own content creators. And this is a shout out to all of you guys. You may like me, some of you may like me, not dislike me, and vice versa. Back at you, but we're all in this together. This is 6 years. Some of us are doing 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, 1 year. Doesn't matter. You're putting an effort promoting their game for free, and they just, you know, walk over you. And for that, you should all be ashamed over there in Cryptic. Each and every one of you. So yeah, these are the patch notes for today's patch. It's in progress now, and there's just a ton of issues. I just don't want to drag this too long because I find it really exhausting. And you know, some of you are asking why I even do it, because I feel some kind of responsibility still, you know. And I'm not. If you thought that this is gonna go like this farce with this Gamepedia guy, unnoticed, you have another thing coming. And the scaling, even Kali posted video about scaling. I'm not gonna speak in anybody's name. Everything in this video was said. What I said is in my own opinion, and I stand behind it. Your mod is shit. Visually it's pretty, but it's shit. It lacks content. It lacks depth, and your downscaling hard cap system is absolutely badly implemented, absolutely wrong, and it's broken. And you know, it's not bad as mod 6 as somebody says. I think it's worse. Yeah, it is. So thank you for the support, guys. Enjoy. Is there anybody intelligent there? I am doubting now. I really am doubting. For me personally, rest in peace, Neverwinter. On 23rd, the game I loved was gone. This This is something else. Anyway, shout out to all the content creators. Shout out to all the people who are supporting every one of us via Twitch, via YouTube. Doesn't matter what platform it is. And enjoy if you can. If you can find happiness in this, if you can find social aspect that was holding me on there. I just transfer my social aspect to different games. I think 8 of us switched now to Elder Scrolls. There's another world out there, in a sense of video games. But I will talk about that in another video, why I actually quit Neverwinter and switched to Elder Scrolls. However, once again, shout out to, don't be bummed out about this. Fuck them. As I said, they don't deserve you. But I appreciate your work, and thousands of other people, hundreds of thousands of people are appreciating your work, who watch your videos and my videos, So thank you all, and thank you to the community, every one of you, even you guys who are calling us doomsayers. Think again, just think again. Anyway, this is Dracolic. If you know what it is, or who he was, then yeah, then you're very old, yeah? So this was Northside. Peace out, and thank you all once again, and see you soon. Bye bye.